Hey Gemini, welcome to your, I was going to say February, your March Spirit Message reading. If you're returning, welcome back. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Some ground rules kind of right out the gate. This is going to be for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. With these being general readings, take them as they resonate. That's probably my only request to you. If I ever had rules on my channel, it's probably the only one. Take the message as it resonates. If you have to forgive too many things or fudge too many details, that message just wasn't meant for you. You may resonate with one deck, you may resonate with all the decks. Just, take it as it comes. Because these are general, I do recommend that you watch, the signs for all your videos, or the videos for all your signs. Just because you're a Gemini Sun doesn't mean your message won't be, on your Venus sign maybe, who knows. I definitely recommend Sun and Rising for sure. Those are the ones I feel are most important. But like I said, you could also watch your Moon. You could also watch your Venus. We have a Mercury retrograde this month, so you may even want to watch your Mercury. All things to consider, there's really no wrong or right way to do it, all right? Just take them as they resonate. Setup. So I have 3 oracles and 1 tarot deck. We're going to take 1 card from each of the oracles to take a peek at certain aspects of your month. Romance angels for a look at love and romance. 11 relationships. We have the Keepers of the Light deck just to see how you're doing for your spiritual growth and evolution this month. And then the Good Tarot to take a peek at work and finances. And then we will get your main spirit message and clarify with a tarot spread at the end. If I sound a little funny for the people returning, I have this weird nasal thing going on, so you may see this teacup fly in and out of shot. Just giving you a heads up that may be a thing. With that said, I always start with love and romance, so we're going to start there again. All right, Spirit, what is going on for our Geminis concerning love and relationships? All right, Geminis. Nice one, True Love card. This is the romance of a lifetime. I don't even think that needs more explaining. Whether this is someone new, whether this is someone you're already dating, this is the real McCoy. This is the real deal. I'm super focused on this little cherub in the corner and this intense freaking gaze. Look, even the camera is trying to focus on it. But this intense gaze that this little cherub has at the viewer. I almost feel like that's the universe and me told you. See? Look at that. Told you he was coming. Told you she was here. It's giving me the chortles. All right, Spirit, who's helping Gemini as they grow and evolve through the month of March? Right on. All right, Gemini, you guys got Ancestor, White Spirit, or White Eagle, which stands for Ancestor Spirit in this deck. Prompt reads, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. So it looks like there may be some family things coming up. If not family things present, with your immediate family, there may be, ancestors, loved ones coming to you, whether it be in dreams or just coming to support you or, help to guide you and give you messages. There's definitely a lot of family support coming to you this month. And I think for a lot of you, I want to say, I don't know, I kind of go either way. I was going to say that I think most of you, it is really about loved ones who have passed on coming to, share guidance or help prompt you to different things or support you in different things. But I keep getting pulled to this idea of this family wound, especially a family pattern being healed. Almost maybe grandma had a relationship with mom that, mom has with you, and she's kind of coming to help, change that for the better, or, don't make the same mistakes I did kind of situation. It's kind of that story. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Told you, this weird nasal thing driving me crazy. But yeah, definitely feeling that there's this pattern that is trying to be broken. I'm almost looking at this true love card because it's almost talking about that love beyond, like the love bond between family members. Not to take this away from anything romantic, I'm not trying to take that away, but I do think there's this almost kind of like uncovering of this like familial ties almost, and helping to strengthen them and help them to not be clouded by mistakes or errors or old judgments that aren't true, or based on things that don't really matter. Like there's a big healing towards patterns that have repeated in your family. I'm seeing kind of coming to the forefront and coming up for discussion maybe. In Geminis, you are ruled by Mercury. There is a Mercury retrograde this month. So that may be why some of these patterns are getting revisited, why we're looking back over some things, why they're coming up again. It's like Mercury is like, hey, let's look at this again. Like, are we sure we handled this the best way before? Could we not do something differently? Do we want to repeat this again? Like, what can we learn from what we did last time, and how can we change things? Yeah. All right, Spirit, what's going on for Gemini concerning work and finances? Like that. So we got the Page of Air. So this is a new beginning for you. To me, this is like my like rebel card in a way. I always get a lot of like Uranian energy off of the Page of Air, because this is my inventor. She's a creative thinker. She thinks outside the box. She's trying to find solutions. So I think it makes perfect sense with what we got in the foreground. But as far as work, this could be maybe you find, maybe a new career, maybe you find a new job, or maybe you, I almost want to say maybe you even like redefined your role, maybe. So maybe you don't change your title, but maybe you add or drop certain responsibilities based on maybe your skills, your passions, what you really excel at. Yeah, I definitely feel like a redefining of rules going on. Whether it's a new job that's more in line with your skills, or you just take your current one and be like, hey boss, I'm really good at da-da-da, or, we have a lot of success when I da-da-da-da-da, can I take this on, I almost want to say there's like a shuffling here. I almost feel like you could do this for multiple people as well. Like if I say it's like your role at work, like I almost feel like this could be you going to work and sitting down with your boss, or even at like a group meeting, be like, hey, you know what? Beth is really good at XYZ. Tom is really good at 1, 2, 3. Dev over here is amazing at, square root, da 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 da, whatever. I'm just making things up. And I excel at purple, yellow, green. So it's almost like this reshuffling. Like we're all still equal, but let's have the people who really have some strong talents in certain things take care. Just because it falls under my title, honestly, this person would be great at it. I think she should do it, and I think he should do this. And like, I see you really kind of shifting things up and really kind of utilizing your function as the messenger to like just communicate things and shuffle things around and make things more efficient and more streamlined, and just honestly put everyone in a much happier, more fulfilling position, really leaning into that energy. So I think that's great. This is a really big like reshuffling for you and the people around you for sure. All right, Spirit, what is the biggest message for Gemini for the month of March? That's a nice one. Gemini March spirit message. Alright, we'll move you over there. Alright, so you guys got the Four of Pentacles. Not a bad energy. Sometimes it can be a little miserly. But this is you kind of owning your resources, taking stock. You know, you might be clinging a little tight, but essentially it's you like knowing what you... It's so funny. This is the Gemini reading. There's this like little twin skull situation going up on the top. Kind of cracks me up. But I see this more of you just kind of like knowing what tools you have at your resource, understanding them. Yeah, like it's almost like an inventory in a way. Not so much the like hoarding that can also happen. But it's also a really stable energy. One, because it's pentacles, and two, because it's a 4. You know, it's a perfect square. But really, really stable, secure place you're coming from. Which is great because it looks like surrounding you, you've got some anxieties going around. There's some things that look a little problematic or don't make sense or definitely frustrating. You know, I feel like more so the fear that sometimes comes in with this card. It's more the anxiety, the like why is it like this? Like, you know, more so than the oh my god, monster. You know, so I almost kind of see like you being stable in the center. And then you have all this like weird shit going on around you that just doesn't make sense. You know, makes you anxious, makes you restless, makes you stubborn. Or not necessarily stubborn, but like frustrated. That's the word I wanted. Frustrated. Ooh. And then here you go with the Sacred Clown. This is the Fool card. New beginning, fresh start. This is you wiping everything back to you know, square zero. You know, like, we're going to start all over now. I definitely see this fresh start. I keep looking at this sun behind it as well. I almost feel like you kind of go in and, like, burn everything down with all this heat. Like, whatever this shadow monster is, you just kind of come in as the sun and just, like, obliterate everything. Like, we're just going to start over again. Calm down. You know, but this is clean slate, fresh start, redefining the rules. Like, again, with this Page of Air. Like, honestly, I think this is you just kind of setting everything back to zero so you can rewrite it in a much, much more effective way. Much more effective way. Yep. Princess of Pentacles. This is so I always call this card, like, nothing. Like, I call the Princess of Pentacles dirt. Like, she's so nothing, she's just dirt. But from this nothing comes everything. You know, when you plant a seed in the soil, you don't know what it's going to be. Is it going to be grass? Is it going to be a bush, a fern, you know, a fruit tree, you know, an oak? Like, who knows? Like, that's why I call this, like, my nothing card. But it's like infinite potential. Like, you have no idea what it's about to become. It's going to be something glorious. Like, legit. You know, but again, this is you wiping everything back to zero so you can recreate it in, you know, the best form possible. Like, I legit think if you're not the boss of something, if you're not the boss of wherever you work, like, you're sure gonna walk in like the boss. Like, you're about to redefine everything. Oh, and here we are with the Alien card. This is Hermit. You know, this is again getting, you know, this could definitely be the ancestor spirit. This is about, you know, your guardians, your guides, sending you messages, sending you understanding, helping to broaden your perspective, you know, raise your awareness. This is a very strong understanding. This is also the Virgo card, so maybe a Virgo's stepping in to assist and help you out with that. But definitely this is a new level of understanding for you. And something I think you're going to be using quite well. Here you are resetting all the rules. and then you kind of see this bigger picture of how the machine works. You know, you've redefined all the parts, and now you see the the boosted efficacy the machine has now, you know, which again changes and alters the perception. Ooh, not the card I was expecting. Last card out, 5 of Cups. I think I'm going to clarify this 5 of Cups with something, because that is definitely not what I was expecting. We're going to cheat. You get an extra card. Look at that. Princess of Swords. This is your page. Page and Princess. So twice in the same reading you guys got this. So, okay. So I think this 5 of Cups. Okay, I'm going to give you both. I had 2 things kind of popping up, and I was trying to decide which one it is, but I think I keep getting 2 because some of you are going to go one way, some of you are going to go the other way. I think some of you, this 5 of Cups, you know, is kind of your energy. You know, because 5 of Cups is mourning, it's sadness, you know, sometimes it's loss. Excuse me. You know, I think this is maybe you seeing this vision, seeing how it could be better, seeing how the roles could be redefined, and maybe not getting your way or not being heard, or someone's like, well, that's cute, but you're not the boss, so get back to work. You know, someone kind of shutting you down. And that to me, that doesn't mean you don't do what you set out to do. Like, still be courageous and do it. But it may be sad because you may, you know, it may fall on deaf ears and nothing may come of it, which is upsetting. It's kind of frustrating. I also think this 5 of Cups may be some of the people that you work with. I don't want to necessarily say jealous, because I don't think they're jealous of where everyone stands. You know, there may be some people who are just comfortable with the way things have been, or how they are. You know, they don't like change, and here you are bringing a whole shit ton of change. It's good change, it's positive change, but just change in general gets them a little like, oh my god, what's happening? So that could be some people either in the situation who are just sad that they have to readapt now, or you may even lose some people who are like, no, I just refuse to adapt. Like, I do not want to play this game. I want to play the old game that I was familiar with. So you may get some of those scenarios coming in. Honestly, I don't see any of them being a downfall for you, though. I honestly don't. Like, I know the first one, like, you may be disappointed because you didn't get what you wanted, but I don't think it puts you in a bad position. I don't think it sets you up to look like, you know, the like, snappy one in the office or whatever. You know, so I don't think it sets you up for failure. Like, even in this card, like, she still looks poised and ready and confident. So you may not have got what you wanted, but you still came off as a strong player who has a solid head. And it may be something that maybe doesn't happen right away, but maybe your boss thinks about it and mulls it over a little bit, and then eventually, you know, you do get to see it come to fruition. So I do think there's a big call for you to be courageous this month, especially at work. Like, I'm getting a very heavy work thing going on here. Because it looks like the rest of your life is going pretty smooth. Like, the love looks real amazing with this true love going on. The White Eagle, to me, family things, you have some support coming in, whether it's a living relative or if it's, you know, someone, a loved one that passed on. It looks like you're getting some support here. So to me, it's the career field where you kind of have to, like, you know, pull up your pants and do some work, because it looks like you're fighting some funky little shadow monster, which you totally can. You're totally empowered to do so, you know. It may not end exactly how you envisioned it, though. Either maybe not everyone's still there, you know, or it didn't work out exactly the way you want, but doesn't mean you don't participate, you don't engage and try to make things better. All right, my Gemini, I'm going to wrap this reading up here. Exciting month for you. Just be strong, be courageous. And like I said, like, you can do this. This is what you were born to do. Especially with this double Princess of Air. Like, you're going to be the rebel this month. You're going to shake some things up, but it's things that need to be shook. All right? So thank you again for watching this video. Thank you for joining us. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, join our little family. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Just helps the channel to grow. And as always, I love connecting with you guys. If you want to share something with me or ask me a question, just drop it in the comment section down below. You can also DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And if you want to book a private session with me, all that info will be in the description box. Sending you guys lots of love. Have an amazing month. And I will see you next one. Bye.